Good morning, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing some Heartbreak Asks and some Love Answers cards. But first we're going to go with Heartbreak Asks, and then the Love Answers will be in the description box below, so there'll be a link so you can get part 2 of the cards. So first Heartbreak Asks and then Love Answers. Okay, so Heartbreak Asks are the common questions we kind of ask ourselves when we're going through heartbreak. So it depends how many cards come out. If it's 1, I'll go with 1. If it's 2, I'll go with 2. Actually, it's 2 that's come out. Okay, so the first one is a really common one. And what I find interesting about this one is we actually ask ourselves this question. We don't say, I want to run away. And we do sometimes, but we always ask, why do I feel like I want to run away? And why we ask the why is, I believe, and again, this is based on my own views, I believe is because the mind absolutely wants answers. And it's almost like the emotions are asking the mind, why do I feel like I want to run away? Because it wants answers. Because when we have answers and we understand, the fear goes away. And when we're going through heartbreak, we live in the greatest fear. It's terrifying at times because we feel alone, we feel lost, we feel we'll never get back to who we truly are, we'll never be the person we were before, because we feel like we've changed. And it's very true, you do change going through experiences like this, but it doesn't mean that it's for the negative. It means that it's part of life and it's part of evolution and it's part of your journey, bringing you closer to your path, to your destiny. And this is, everything I share on here is based on my experiences and how my journey has gone and how I see things based on the actions that I've taken in those moments. So you feel like running away because you don't have an answer. And when we feel fearful, we run. And why we don't understand that is because when you're going through heartbreak, you normally feel like whatever you've lost, you want to be close to. So why would you want to run away? Well, you want to be close to something, but you want to run because you can't be close to something, and the fear of not being close to that thing is so terrifying, you just want to run away from it. So what I would say in this situation is it's okay to feel like you want to run away, but ask yourself this question. What if I stayed and tried to understand this situation? How does that make me feel? If I could understand what I'm feeling, the situation and the heartbreak, would I still want to run away? And maybe write that down and then just see what comes out. Like I say, with the workshops that I'll be doing on here, I will be covering courses and workshops and tips and techniques on really how to do this based on what I teach, based on the mind, the emotions, the heart, and the journey to unconditional love, to understanding unconditional love. But just do that as a little exercise. And then the next one is, could I have done more? And again, this is another common one, because when a situation has happened, I'll take, for example, a pet dying. When a pet passes on, the pet can't tell you what to do. It can't tell you, I'm feeling this, I've had enough, I don't want this anymore. And when it comes to making a decision, you're responsible for that decision. So when you make the decision, it's such a big burden because you always think, could I have given it more time? Could I have waited longer? Could I have changed something I did earlier? Could I have changed the diet? There's many things that go through your head, many things. And what I would say to that is, in any situation in life, you can do that. But as long as you've done something from the goodness of your heart and you've put that person or that animal or your dream or whatever situation it is first, and you've done the right thing and the best you could do in that situation with what you have, then it was the right decision. You could not have done more. We could say that about everything in life. When things don't go our way or something changes or we lose something, we always feel we could have done more. But the way I look at it is, it is what it is. You can't go back and change something. You're here, you're now, you're in the present moment, and take what you've learned and the valuable lessons and accelerate your journey moving forward and learn from those lessons. And I think that's the biggest one, is learn from them and take time to understand them, because sometimes we experience something, we go through it, and then we go, oh, that didn't work and I messed that up, and then we go on to something else, and then a situation arises again in a different circumstance and we repeat the same behavior. And I think that's something that I can say on my journey. Each time I've experienced something, I've tried to look at it or understand it or deal with it differently. And each time I've learned something so valuable that has helped me to come to a greater level of peace. And I think that's what it's about. When you keep repeating the pattern, you don't reach that place of peace of mind. And the journey of life is about reaching that place of peace of mind, reaching that place of contentment, reaching that place of understanding. So it's almost like looking at the journey as a journey of really understanding who you are and how you function. And then when you understand who you are and how you function, then the decisions you make will be better decisions. And again, I'll be giving tools, tips, techniques on how to do that in some of the things that I'll be running on here. So don't beat yourself up about, could I have done more? It was what it was with the situation and the environment you had at the time. And as long as you've learned from it, and you've learned from it in the way that you actually don't repeat the pattern, then it's a great lesson. And it's a valuable lesson, and it's one that will help to enhance your life moving forward. So I hope that helps. Stay strong, stay focused, stay happy, and I will see you again soon. Take care.